This is gonna be. I'm gonna try my best to do this. Uh, Hi, hello there. This is about to be painful, but I wanted to tell this story, this experience, because it's really traumatic for me, and I know a lot of people have lost a lot of people, and it's you know people like to relate to other people, and I don't know. I'm not doing this for like sympathy points or anything, by the way. I just wanted to share this. Um, I don't know, put this out there and show people that it's not, it's okay to. I'm not saying it's okay to be emotional, but it's okay to feel. There's nothing wrong with not being okay, and I'm about to show you the reason why I'm still not over it. So, or the thing I went through, but I don't think I'm gonna cut this because I want this to be as raw and whatever is possible. So it's going to be just me. Turn the AC off. I made sure no one's here besides my cousin. He's asleep. Got some dogs. They're usually loud, but they're quiet because he's asleep. Which honestly, bro, them dogs are loud as fuck, bro. But so here I go. So my name is Jaden. I'm not gonna say my last name because people are fucking weird. But my name is Jaden. I come from a really big family. Um, I have everyone has two sides to the family, the mom side, the dad side, but I was always a bigger fan of my dad's side because like my mom's side is in the city, and that's where I was born. And my dad's side is in the like country area. I'm in Virginia, so shout out VA. Shout out Pusha T and Pharrell. Pharrell's my favorite producer of all time, and I'm 20 by the way. So like I'm not some like oh I'm 20. I'm in a lot of like old stuff. Like I love the Neptune sound. Natasha Romos, a lot of her unreleased shit I adore, like Midnight Hour, and then Vanessa. I forgot her name. Vanessa, whatever the hell her last name is. That Friends are unlimited, bro. Go on YouTube if you want to see some of that unreleased stuff, bro. Go on YouTube, please. You're missing out. That shit sounds so great. If you want to hear some more Neptune shit, especially after Let God Sort Him Out, cause oh my god, bro, I'm a I'm a youngin, bro, and I love that old head shit. Oh my god, it's so good. But yeah, go check that shit out. But I'm a VA baby. I'm not in Virginia Beach or anything, but I'm pretty damn close to the area, so I know all of them niggas, bro. I think Chris Brown and like Trey Songz are from here too, or some shit. I don't know. From Tappahannock, I think. Uh, but yeah, I was born in the VA. Been here my whole life. I think I went out of state once. So yeah, I don't really. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When I make it, bro, and I guarantee I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna get back later. Get back to that later as to why I said I am. But when I do make it, bro, I'm going traveling. That's probably my biggest goal was correct. My biggest dream is to travel. Um, I remember me and my friend we were talking about it. I'm like, bro, whenever I get my shit together, bro, we're going traveling, bro. We're going traveling, bro. I need that needs to happen. Cause me and him, bro, we've been through it, man. That's my dog. That's my nigga, bro. Known that nigga for 10 years. He a dickhead. He a dickhead too. He ain't gonna see this. He know he a dickhead. But I love that nigga, man. I had more faith in that nigga than I did my own family. And well, that's sad to say. I mean, how many times have we seen where outside people that aren't your family are more like your family than your actual blood relatives? Like, I don't know. There just be some cool ass niggas out there, bro. It's hard to trust anybody nowadays, but that nigga is it'll go. It'll go. So Travis, because I know you're gonna watch this. bro. You a dickhead. Like you is a dickhead. You're annoying. You're insensitive, but you say you care, but you really gotta dust up on them people skills, cause I don't know, bro. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'm from the VA. I'm not gonna tell you where I'm from, cause again, niggas are crazy. Y'all gonna like get my voice recordings and like pinpoint my goddamn face, and I mean it's not hard to find my face. I have a whole social media. Um, I don't think I put where I went to school or anything, but I don't I don't play about that shit, bro. That's why I'm not saying my last name or anything like that. But I'm shaking. I'm shaking because I know what I'm about to talk about, bro. I'm like trying to like not butter it up, but like ease into it. I'm just trying to like introduce you to me and my people. But yeah, so whenever I was whenever the summer break came around, I went to school in the city. That's where I was born, but my dad's side is is up here. It's the country. You would think the country's down. No, the country's up. Where I'm from, I go down. But I'm not from the country, but like I'm pretty much lived here like half my life. Like every time it was a weekend or a holiday, every holiday pretty much, every summer break, I come straight up here, bro. I come straight up here, and bro, I got seven. No, I got eight siblings, bro. I got eight siblings. I got one on my mom's side, and then I got seven on my dad's side. So on my dad's side, I got what? I got three brothers. Uh, no, one, two, three, four. No, yeah, three brothers. Oh wait, no, he has. Sorry, there's a lot of shit going on, but yeah, I got three brothers and three sisters. I got I don't mind. The names aren't that important, but Ariel, my big sister, 25. I got another big sister, LaQuisha. Name was supposed to be uh, Anasha or Tasha or something like that. 23, yeah. And then there's me. So I'm the third oldest, Jaden. I just turned 20 in February. Um, and then skip like 7 years. We got what Olden's, yeah, Janier. So yeah, very unique name. And then we got Kingston, call him King. I think that nigga like 12. We got Devarius, Doovie, whatever. I think he's like 11. And then we got Athena, which probably the most unique name out of all of them. I never seen no one named Athena, but I think she's like 10, 11 as well. So, and then on my mom's side, I got one. No, so he has six kids. Unless I'm forgetting one, bro. No, I'm one of the kids. I'm an idiot. I'm one of the damn kids. Yeah, I was counting myself out. My dad's got four sons and three daughters. Yeah. So he has seven kids. And then mom has two, my brother and me. My older brother is the same age as my big sister. He's 25, Derek. And then there's me, and that's it. Um, I'm gonna get back to Derek in a little bit. Another really sad story, but okay. So where do I go from here? Because I introduced all my people. Oh yeah, there's my grandma, and then her husband that they've been together for like 40 years. Uh, yeah, but a little bit about me. Just there's a lot of things that I could fill you in on. So I'd say I'm not like I mean I don't think anybody's like normal or anything, but I'm into a lot of shit that I wouldn't say most people are into. Like I like to take pictures of like nature and stuff, and I like to go outside a lot. But I'm also like a gamer. It's really weird. I like to stay inside, but I like to go outside. But not more so to meet people. But I mean, I was literally watching like a reel. I don't really use social media that much anymore, but I was watching a reel because my friends send me them shits nonstop. I don't think he sent me this though. But like it was like, would you rather or put your finger down if you did this, that, and the third or whatever. And I think one of them was like, would you rather because I was already at like seven. I think I put every hand down, bro. I'm a real life gamer for real. I think it said, "Would you rather meet your friends or stay inside to play the game?" I was like, "Nigga, what?" And he picked the same thing because we can play the game and then still talk to each other. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't have real life friends anymore. I don't know. I need to go out more. I'm about to get my license soon, so. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm a gamer, bro. Like I really do this. Oh yeah, and that's why I was gonna do the YouTube channel. I don't know if I should put this on my main channel because this is about to be, again, I'm trying to ease into it. I might put a timestamp as to where I really talk about it because I'm gonna make it the title and thumbnail. Well, not the thumbnail. I mean, I don't even know what the thumbnail is gonna be. Uh, but I don't know. I don't want to be like happy go lucky and then talking about something depressing, but like I do want to get this out. But I'm just trying to like introduce you to myself so y'all can understand like what's going on and not be confused. Um, because I gotta talk about, yeah, I gotta talk about all that too. So let me tell you guys about my school experience. So I was, again, I was pretty much the weird kid. I was by myself most of the time. Didn't have many friends. The friends I did have, we weren't really that close. And then for the longest time when I was a kid, I did not have internet. So I didn't have my own phone until I was like 15. So, and I was not allowed to go outside. I didn't live near my school. So I did sports. And I love soccer. I love soccer. I played every single sport except baseball. Fuck baseball. I don't like baseball. That shit scared me as a kid, bro. I think my excuse was like, I don't want to get hit in the head with a baseball, but I don't think I've ever seen a baseball player get hit in the head with a baseball. Um, so yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen or ever was gonna happen. But I mean, I didn't like baseball anyway. That sport looked kind of boring. I mean, honestly, football was kind of boring to me too. I don't know. Playing football rather than watching it, I think the only sports I would play is basketball and soccer because them shit actually look kind of fun. So I was like, soccer it is, bro. And I love that shit. I played since I was like 6, 7, and up until COVID because COVID shut everything down, man. But yeah, I didn't really have friends. My mom sheltered me a lot. So there's a lot of shit I don't know that you would probably consider like common sense. I'm not saying I'm dumb or anything, but like, bro, I just went to my cousin's birthday dinner. I keep calling it a party. It's not a party. We're going out to eat, and we're going straight home. It's not a party. It's a get together dinner, bro. I mean, it's nice. We don't need to have a big party. We've never really been that big on parties. Besides my grandma, she would make sure that everyone's birthday and everyone's holiday, everything, every holiday we get celebrated, every single one. She was like, I want the family to get together. And I'm not gonna lie, once I get my shit straight, I'm probably gonna do that too. Because I was smart. She was getting all the family together that because besides but without her, bro, I would not see my family. I don't know, I'd see some of these people for like 2 years. Every 2 years I would see like this one person in my family. Why would they come over here? Because everything in the country is far away. Everything. My one of my cousins, I think he went to I mean, I don't think it's I say it. ODU. He's going to ODU in Virginia. And I'm like, bro, that's where I live. But that's like an hour and 45 minutes away. And he lives in like Williamsburg or some shit, like his fam. So that nigga already is like an hour and a half away. And he's adding like 20 more minutes to that. I'm like, bro. And that's one of the niggas I really fuck with. I'm like, damn, man. My brothers, I think like an hour away from me. And then I got two more siblings there in North Carolina. My dad, I think, is like an hour away from me. My mom is back in near ODU. I'm like really far away from there. What else? I got like six aunts. I'm nowhere near them. I got like one that's like maybe 30 minutes away from me. But bro, I am like in the middle of nowhere, man. Like if I go outside right now, there's gonna be a giant field, and I can see the sunrise. That's what I take pictures from, by the way. If you do find my that light come from, if you do find my Insta, because I guarantee people are gonna be looking, bro. All those pretty ass pictures I be taking, bro, that's from right there, bro. Every damn I was out there every damn morning back in like spring. Oh my gosh. Bro, I saw like a pink moon for the first time. I didn't even know that was a thing. This nigga, my friend was like, bro, you never heard of a strawberry moon? I'm like, why the hell would I know what that is? That shit was so pretty, bro. It was so pretty. But yeah, it was, man. So yeah, I also in school I never really, I don't know. I probably would be a different place right now if I actually cared about school. I was one of the ones that never really took it serious, but I always made sure to at least get average scores. And this has made me realize that, bro, I could have been a straight A student if I wanted to. I never tried to be the best, to get like A's and B's, but I tried to. I pretty much made sure I was passing, and I'm like, bro, if I can make sure I'm passing, I can make sure I'm getting A's and B's, bro. But I just never care. I didn't like school. I don't know. I didn't like school. I didn't do any after school activities. I didn't join any clubs. Never. I didn't even go to prom. I've never been to prom. I've never even been to any like after school like, oh, we're doing this after school. Um, you gotta have a ride, but you can come back to school and we're gonna do something. I never went to any of those. I always went home, and my mom would not let me go out. She wouldn't even let me go outside by myself till I was 16, because I would take the bus. I would either take the bus or she would drop me off at my grandma's. That's where the bus went as well. But the place I lived in like an apartment complex, and my bus did not go there. I was like, I wasn't near school. I mean, it wasn't that far away, but pretty much the bus has to be in the general area. Otherwise, or your house has to be in the general area of the school. Otherwise, you're not no no. And I mean, I've seen buses go to my apartment complex, but not mine, because I'm pretty sure that bus is like from a school that's probably like down the damn street or around the block. So no. So I'd have to go to my grandma's, call her Nana, because I guess she doesn't like being called a grandma, but she is my grandma. She's like in her 60s. By the way, hold on. By the way, bro, I think they're in their 70s, bro, and they got better skin than me. When I tell you black does not crack, oh my god, I'm not kidding, bro. 60s, 70s, they got better hair, better skin than me, bro. They look like, oh my goodness. They dye their hair, bro. Because one of them has my uncle, my great uncle, because it's my grandma's brother. That nigga, if he dyed his hair and like really took care of it, he could look early 30s. I'm not even kidding. And I mean, she's got some white spots here and there. I think the back of her hair is all white, but she still has some. Her scalp isn't. Bro, where is that light coming from? But the back of her hair, or her scalp is like not. It's still black. If she dyed her hair, bro. If she dyed her hair, bro, she could look even younger than him. Like, bro, they have such incredible skin. I'm like, how the fuck do y'all do that? Teach me your ways, bro. Teach me your goddamn ways. I'm so jealous. Oh my god, man. They're not wrinkly at all, bro. Even their fucking hands. They look great. And I'm like, one of them, he don't even really take care of himself. It's just his genetics, man. Like, I'm like, oh my god, Robin. His name Robin. Bro, you are 70. 71, I think, or some shit. Bro, I ain't never seen a 71 look that good. Ever. He don't work out. He got a little belly. That nigga look great. Yeah. I just saw him for the first time in 2 years, bro. Back in early August, bro. They had seen me because I grow my little thing out, and you know, oh man, that was good to see them again. But yeah, my bus would go there because my her house was like maybe like 10, 11 minutes from my school. You can literally pick me up, go down the main street, main highway, I guess you could say, and then take a right. Boom, you got like 3 minutes till you get to the school. And I hated that because if I was being lazy and didn't want to do my homework, bro, I didn't have enough time to finish it on the bus. bro. Because I know a lot of niggas did that shit. Oh my god. Oh, by the way, can y'all explain this? This right here. I have great teeth, obviously, but I have. And my mom has it too. Like she has like, and it's the same tooth and everything. This tooth goes forward, and then like the other tooth go behind it a little bit. So I can't like. I don't know if braces are gonna fix that, but yeah, you can see it. That's always bothered me. I need that explained. Another thing, bro, because I was gonna get to this later, but I'm not gonna put it on camera because that is weird. But I have never seen this symptom or anything like this before ever. I've never seen nothing like this. I've even looked it up. No, I have. I'm about to get diagnosed because I don't know. It's been a while since I went to a doctor because I'm like again I'm like in the middle of nowhere. Which is why I'm trying to get my license soon. But I'm gonna try to explain this as not gross as possible, but like I don't know. So imagine a baby's toes, right? And how small their foot is, and like they obviously grow. Like every part of a baby grows. I think the head doesn't grow that much because you have to grow into your head. There's some babies with some big ass heads. I tell you, goddamn. I think I was probably one of them. Look how big my head is. But um, so imagine that, right? Now imagine the foot grows, but the toes don't. Besides the big toe, that's pretty much me. So I have baby toes. I have baby toes on my right foot. Again, I'm not gonna show it because that's fucking weird. But my big toe, even though it grew, like it's the same size as my other big toe. My left foot is completely fine, by the way. My big toe's nail is like overgrown on itself like 20 times over. There's so many nails grown on top of it that it's like solid. You probably couldn't even shoot through my nail. I think. I don't know. I wouldn't test that obviously, but it's so thick to the point where like I can't even feel the other side of my like the foot. I can't feel my foot through my nail. Whereas when I flick my other nail on my left foot, yeah, I feel my foot, but I don't feel it. That's how thick it is, bro. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck is going on? And lately, I don't know what happened, but I've been like, I can't stand. I cannot stand for like long periods of time. Even standing up for like 2 minutes is enough for me to be in pain. And it wasn't this bad back then. I mean, I literally played soccer and I kicked with this foot. It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. So maybe like my bones are getting tired or some shit. I never even saw my exoskeleton of my foot. I need to see it because clearly, yeah, I have to have bones on my foot. Yeah, on my toe. I mean, because I don't think I have bones in my toes on my right side. Because all three of my middle toes are connected. I literally have baby toes, by the way. Imagine baby toes. They are like grown baby toes. It's so weird. Especially the middle ones. The middle ones, I think the end one is fine, but the three middle are like really, yeah, yeah. I don't feel a bone. Well, I feel something, but I think that's my skin. And if there is a bone, it's like, oh yeah, I feel it. I feel it. I feel it. No, is that my vein? No, that is my bone. Okay, sorry. Um, but yeah, I have baby toes, and I will get back as to why that's important later. But where was I? Oh yeah, so school. I didn't really care for it, but my senior year, I decided, you know what, bro? I'm gonna put as much effort in as possible. So not only did I try my absolute damnest, but I even took a college class. So I took computer programming, passed it obviously. Um, got my certificate, and I think I get like 16 college credits. I haven't used them by the way. I don't even remember how college credits work. I'm out of the loop, but I'm going back to college in the spring unless this YouTube thing takes off or I find something else. But college is my last ditch effort. But I'm still going to apply for it. But I wanted to try this YouTube shit because I've always been told like, bro, just go for it. But I'm always struggled with like finding a theme. I want to like I don't want to be like anyone else, bro. The biggest thing about me is I try to be myself as much as possible, bro. I've heard countless times, like, bro, you are so damn weird, but you're yourself. You are authentic. You stay yourself and you don't ever put up a facade, bro. And I'm like, yeah, that's my whole thing. I don't whatever what you see is what you get. And if you don't like that, then so fucking be it. Because I'm not gonna change myself for anybody. I might talk different a little bit here and there. I'm not doing no Drake shit, by the way. I'm not changing my fucking tone or my accent. Because that's another reason why I don't fucking like Drake, bro. Unless you're doing it for like a theme of a song, I don't like when people change their accent. Bro, be you. Be you. What are you doing? Anyways, yeah, so people always like, bro, just just do it. You're funny. You're I don't think I'm that funny. I don't think I'm that fucking funny, but they're like, bro, just do it. I literally told my dad, and he was like, nigga, I'm sorry I hit you. Nigga was like, bro, if you don't do that shit, I gotta be wait, I think it's when I come back on screen. Yeah, it's when I come back on screen. That's weird. The thing. I don't know. That's fucking weird. But yeah, my dad. I was talking to him about music. My dad's not that into music that much. I'm probably the biggest music head in my whole family, which I'm going to be making videos on that too. Don't worry. I have a lot of shit to say about music. Um, I was like, bro, what the hell? They're right, bro. So I'm gonna do it. So I'm not trying to promote my shit because this is technically supposed to be a sad video, but like I said, if you're here for the for what I talk about, like I said, I'm just trying to like get y'all to know me. Maybe I should make this a separate video. I mean, it's too late now. This is what 27 minutes into my recording. I'm gonna get to it soon, actually, because I'm talking about my senior year, and I mean, I'm only 20, so that's not too far away from them. Besides, it's not like much has happened in the last 2 3 years, but yeah, they were saying do YouTube, so I played Outlast on my channel, and I was gonna play Dead by Daylight and The Binding of Isaac, and I mean, if y'all want to see that, then just let me know. But I don't know. My dad was like, "Bro, you're so obsessed with music. You talk about it so much." He was like, "Bro, be a critic." I'm like, "Bro, I watch. I don't want to watch because I don't like him, but Anthony Fantano, bro, I don't want to be a critic. How about I just be a music guy, talk about my opinions, not criticize. Criticizing versus giving your opinion on something is two very different things. Because I see criticizing or criticism as more so, you could do this better. This could be different. And I'm always thinking like, bro, I've barely made music. But then like someone like Anthony Fantano, unless that nigga has made some beats or been on a song, which I sincerely doubt, he's not like you cannot criticize shit that much, bro. It's the same with movies and food and shit. Can you do it better? That's why I'm always like, give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't know how good I could do it, but and this is coming from someone that's made beats. I've made beats. I've always wanted to be a producer. There's a lot of shit I wanted to do in my life. I like to draw. I like to paint. I want to act. I like to sing. I like to take pictures. I like to play games. There's so much shit I like to do, but I don't know. I'm not an expert at all of them, so who am I to critique and judge someone else's work so heavily, man? I feel like people, it's so hard to satisfy people nowadays, which is why like I didn't want to do this. I was terrified. I'm like, bro, what if people don't like this? Like, what if it's not edited enough? People like short form content. I'm like, bro, I literally, what's that nigga's name, bro? I'm gonna put him on screen, I think, or I'm gonna put his link in the description. Shannon Davis or some shit. I literally was there at his like second, third video. This nigga almost has a mil a year later, doing nothing but this. This right here. He was doing nothing but this. I think he has like 860K or something. Bro, I was like, ain't no goddamn way. So he proved everything I said wrong. And I loved him too. He's great. Shannon, I don't know how to say that nigga name. Great dude, great dude. He gives like life advice, and he's great. I didn't really ever watch him that much though, but I seen him. I did watch some of his videos, but he doesn't edit his videos. It's uncut. Him doing this, just talking to the camera, and people ate that shit up. Not hating on the hustle. No, I love it. People's always like, bro, most critical doesn't edit. He's boring. I'm like, bro, why do you think people are there, bro? To see crazy edits? People don't always need that. I feel like people would get sick of that. Every single YouTuber had that shit, bro. You don't think I want to watch someone just to hear them talk, bro? Why do people think we watch YouTubers, man? I'm like, do we don't always need crazy? I don't need crazy edits. I mean, I would literally watch someone's camera rather than the game sometimes, bro. I'm like, I don't really care about the gameplay. I just want to hear this nigga talk. Like, Berleezy. Berleezy. I would rather hear that nigga talk than him play a game because I'm gonna be honest, bro. I was watching his Batman Arkham Asylum shit, and this is coming from someone that literally beat that game recently. Bro, he is terrible at video games. Mind you, I played that shit. Now, I played that shit when I was like 10, and I had a way better time, I guess, but I probably didn't play it on hard. But bro, some of the clunkiest controls I've ever felt in my life. I'm good at video games too. I'm good at video games. I've beaten Elden Ring and Shadow of the Erdtree with like claws. Cause I love claw. I like claws, like the little Wolverine shits. I even got the Talon ones. Um, Cause Ninja Gaiden, bro. Ninja Gaiden 2, bro. The Eclipse Scythe and the claws. The Talon claws, bro. The Talon fangs and claws. Bro, favorite weapons of all time. I like claws. I like sickles. I like sides. Those are just, I just find them shit so hard. And if I ever make a story, bro, and the main character has all three of those things, bro, I made it, bro. I promise you I made that shit. Because them shits are so hard, bro. Like, I'm sorry. When Ryu Hayabusa put his entire arm through somebody and then went, ha! And that nigga ripped in half, I was like, oh, say less. Say less. And I was like 12, bro. I was like 12. My dad did not give a shit what I played. Oh my god, it was great. I think I went from like Super Mario World, one of my favorite games ever, to like PlayStation 2, bro. Ratchet and Clank. And then I went to like PS3 God of War and Ninja Gaiden, and then PS3 I think, yeah, and then PS4 I went to like, what was the first game I played on PS4? Because like Gravity Rush, I'm gonna make a separate video on that shit. Gravity Rush. If you know what that is, you're goated, bro. Why is it the light? I think if I make sudden movements, I'm trying to figure out why. What the hell? Why did it do that? Whatever. Um, yeah, but whatever. Back to school. So, bro, this is why I was like, I better be a YouTuber, bro. I could just yap for hours. I'm 33 minutes in this video. I haven't even got to the point. I'm definitely gonna put a timestamp getting to the point. So I graduated in my senior year because I remember I said I was gonna try. I was gonna I was gonna try my damnest, bro. I was gonna try as hard as I possibly could, and I did, and I got honors, bro. And I graduated pissed at myself, bro, because I didn't think I had it in me, bro. I just never tried or cared, bro. My mom was like, bro, you are smart, man. You can do it. And I just never really took that serious, bro. But I was like, you know what? Fuck it, man. It's my last year of school ever that I have to do. I didn't go to college immediately. I even got accepted. I got accepted in the ODU, bro. I could be at my second year of college. I could be going on my junior year now in college if I had just went. And I'm starting to regret it because I should have just fucking went. I should have just went, bro. I'd be in my junior year. Next year, I would graduate. Or after next year, I'd graduate. I should have just fucking went, bro. Whatever. It's fine. I got a lot of work experience. I worked like 8 jobs. I never really sit any of them long because of my foot. But yeah, I graduated. with honors. Um, and I decided I want to go with my dad. So we ate at my favorite place, BJ's. There's a BJ's in Virginia. Um, there's apparently a lot of different BJ's. I guess I don't know. I don't think we're ever talking about the same thing. But I always hear my aunt that I live with. She be talking about BJ's. I'm like, are y'all talking about the restaurant? Because I don't know. But BJ's the restaurant. That's like my favorite place. I've never ate anything bad there. And I remember them having like some Oreo cookie shit. They'd have like some hot um ice cream or some shit, and it would melt in the cookie, bro. Bro, peak. That word gets thrown around a lot. Some of the most overused words of this year: peak, glazing. Um, yeah, peak, glazing, slop. Why is that? Why is that a word now? Dude, we're just adding a slop on the anything now. Game slop, co-op slop, movie slop. Like, what the fuck? That word also is very lazy. I don't know. Or dick riding, bro. I feel like all these words are getting overused. But whatever. Anyways, so we ate at the dinner, bro. I cannot keep the same topic, bro. I'm sorry. I just this is my like I'm excited, bro. But I'm also not because I gotta talk about this. So here we go. You probably have skipped it here, but I'm gonna get into it. So the day I graduated, I went to go eat with both sides of my family, which is probably one of the most special moments in my life because my grandma does not like my dad, but her mom, my grandma's mom, did. He loved her, but my mom and dad broke up. Like apparently, like I mean, I don't even know both sides of the story, and I don't want to believe one side or the other. But my dad was saying, no, 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 that's depressing. Um, basically, like my grandma thought he was a deadbeat, and literally, like, bro, when I went back, my dad walked in the house and was talking to them. I was like, oh my God, bro. They've been at each other's necks since I was a kid, bro. And they're able to talk to each other normally. And when I saw that for the first time at my graduation dinner, bro, they're just talking to each other cordial. They don't like each other. I know they don't like each other. I think my grandma might be a fucking racist. I don't know. She's black and she don't like black people. It's fucking weird. I don't know. I think, bro, I don't know. I don't understand it. But they don't like each other, but they're talking. They're normal. I'm like, what the fuck? This is thank you, because we had like a big fight. Me and my mom and her a big fight. I think I remember I walked down the stairs one time. I'm like, why don't you like my dad? And I was just blunt. And she was like, your dad was not there for my mom. And I'm like, what? I don't know. I don't remember the whole thing. And I was pissed. And then I remember just walking out the building and going to the car. And then I didn't say a word to my mom. And then we just forgot it happened, bro. And then I remember telling my mom before I graduated, I was like, I want everybody to be at my dinner and graduation. I don't give a shit what you niggas got going on. The day is about me. And I swear on everything. If y'all fuck this up, I didn't say this to my parents, obviously, but if y'all mess this up, man, and y'all, bro, this is about me. It's the same thing as like making shit about you on someone else's birthday. Like, bro, stop being selfish for 5 seconds and go wish that nigga happy birthday or some shit, man. Like, holy fuck, I hate people sometimes. But I was like, please, just act cordial. I'm not saying y'all have to be fucking friends, bro. I just want to see both of my families in the same spot. Is that so much to ask for? And they did it. It went great. But at that dinner, I went with my dad. I went with my dad. You know, I visit down in the country or up in the country every single holiday, every single summer. And I was like, you know what? I'm going with him. Now, that might have been one of the worst decisions I've ever made because I'm still at square one. I don't have money. I'm broke. I can barely take care of myself, but I have a lot of work experience. You know, I've been through a lot. I feel like I've matured a lot in these past 3 years. So I can't say I regret it that much, but I mean, I'm still dependent on other people, and I hate it, man. I hate asking for help. I don't like taking advantage of the people because I was taken advantage of a lot. But I had stayed with I stayed with my grandma on my dad's side, her like my dad's mom. I stayed with her for a decent bit. No, where did I go first? This is very important, by the way. I'm not like getting off topic. This is very important. This is gonna tell you about how I'm getting to the title. So I'm trying to remember who I lived with first, because I went from somewhere to my sister, then by myself for like a year. I lived by myself in my own place, and then I went to my grandma's, and now I'm here. I don't remember why I stayed first though. Sorry, I cannot remember. I can't remember. Where did I go first? Sorry, give me one second. I'm trying to remember where I went first on my dad's side. In the country, I'm trying to remember the first place I stayed before I stayed with my sister for like 2 weeks. I don't remember, but I think it was my dad's. Uh, okay. Yeah, I stayed with her. I'm just gonna go from there, I guess. I stayed with my sister after going from somewhere. I don't remember. For 2 weeks. She wasn't actually allowed to have anyone living with her. That's what her landlord told her, or some shit. So I had to leave, and then I went to one of my stepmom's mom's old rundown houses, and I stayed with a cat there for like a year, pretty much close to a year. I'd say it's more like 9 months, but close enough. I worked at Applebee's, Walmart, and I was like a cook, a dishwasher, a stalker. But I don't know what the hell's going on. But yeah, I worked, but I was by myself. I lived by myself. Pretty much, I had my own house for a decent bit of time. It was nice. It was great. I got to experience that for the first time because you know for a fact when I got in there first, I was terrified. I was like, "Am I gonna be able to do this?" And by the way, the toilet barely worked. We didn't have hot water. The electricity went out a bunch of times. I remember one time I was sitting in that house pitch black, and I'm like, "Bro, if someone breaks into this house with a glick, with a stick, if you will, I'm dead. I'm in the middle of nowhere, bro. Everyone that I know, that's all my loved ones are like 20, 30 minutes away from me. And I'm like, bro, so I got like this bat, this metal bat, and I would stick it next to me. And every time I heard a sound, anything, even though I had a damn cat in there, I had a cat and me, and that was it. I would reach for my bat and I would just sit there for like 5 minutes because I'm like, bro, I cannot take any chances. I'm by myself. And someone, I think before I got there, actually tried to break in that bitch. That's why my dad took off the damn lock. So you cannot, or the handle. He took off the door handle. So you can only unlock it. There's no there's no knob to turn. There's only a lock and a little handle right there. So you unlock it or you try to pull off it. That's it. Because once it's unlocked, you can push it open, but you can't no. And there's like a little door in front of it too, but no, there is no uh handle, whatever the fuck. I mean, you can still probably pickpocket it, but no. He took off the thing. No, I think he actually put one of those lock things in front of it. I don't remember. Oh, I don't know. I just know he took something off the door, so you can't really get in easy. But yeah, I stayed there for 9 months. It was horrible, but I loved it because I was by myself, and I think that's when I came to the realization that I like to be by myself more than anything. I'm not like an introvert or anything, and I'll get back to this later. I'm not an introvert, but I like to be by myself. Uh, but yeah. I don't know. But anyways, I stayed there, and then I went to my grandma's because the person like their mom, my step mom's mom, was like renovating or like basically they were like selling the place. So I had to move, and I stayed with my grandma, and I stayed with her for a bit. Now here it comes. So I was trying to find work in my grandma's house, and I um I was struggling because we're in the country, everything's far away, and I think around that time, bro, like places were like putting out like a bunch of false or fake applications. So I was not trying. I was like struggling to find work, and I was telling her and everything, and she believed me. She believed in me the whole time, but she was like, "You might want to go back with your mom. It's in the city. It's gonna be easier to find work." But like around that time, like I I was mad at my mom, man. I was mad at her, and my brother and my mom's side. I haven't mentioned about the way, but now I am. So when he graduated, he went to the military. Um, and he stayed there for a bit, but I think his aunt and his grandpa, or his uncle and his grandma, I cannot remember. It was like a while ago, but they both died within like a week time span or something like that. And he got depressed and he quit the military. And he was on his own for a really long time. And his my mom and his dad were trying to get in contact with him for a long time, and he was never picking up the damn phone. And he finally answered, I think like 3 years ago, and they were like checking up on him, and it's 3 years later now. I don't even know if Madman's alive. I don't know where he is. I think the last place they said he was in Texas. Um, and yeah, I don't even know if my brother's alive. My mom doesn't talk about him. She can't get in contact with him either. I tried messaging him, and me and my grandma were talking about it. We were like, "Yeah, go on his Facebook," and I'm like, "Grandma, I tried before. I have his number. He changed his number." Um, but then she started talking about my mom, and here we go. So the day everything happened. So I wake up, and I remember how the day started as well. I wake up, and I lost my earbuds. I lost my earbuds, and they were like $100. They're really good earbuds. I don't remember the brand. Jabra or something like that. I lost my earbud case, and I'm like, bro, there's no way someone took them because I put them in the same spot every single night so I don't lose them because they're small, they're easy to lose. I was looking like I even have them like a map for them. I have a map on like where they last were activated and this, that, and the third. They were saying in the kitchen. I went to the kitchen because I did go there earlier. I ate and everything, and I'm almost certain someone stole them. Because I'm like, I wouldn't even put it in a place where it's hard to find. So someone took them, and I remember looking like the whole morning, and then I remember um I was asking grandma about some like career stuff, and no, what was it? I was asking her about something. Oh, um, her laptop, her laptop. I remember I was asking her about how I was gonna use her laptop to do some probably apply to college or like do YouTube. And she was like, "Yeah, just wait till I get back." And she didn't get back till a while. Um, so I was looking the whole morning, and then I was thinking about, I was contemplating about talking to my mom, and then we were gonna try to hit my brother up later, but she got back I think around like 12 noon or whatever, and me and her eventually we got together and we sat at the kitchen table in the kitchen, the diner table, the kitchen, whatever. And we had talked for like 2 hours. And we were talking about how like my mom. We were talking about like Jaden, you gotta like talk to your mom. She's your one and only mom in this world. Like once she's gone, you're not gonna, And do you really want it to? You really want her last relationship, her last time talking to you, be negative? And I agreed. So I was gonna talk to her later that time, but I was busy talking to her, so I don't know. We started talking about my brother. How like I miss him. Like I don't. I always hated my brother, but like right before he graduated and left, like we really started to bond over. We started to bond over anime. I remember showing this in my high school DxD because I think that was the first anime I ever watched. That's definitely a experience, isn't it? But I remember showing him that he was like, "What the fuck, bro?" Because them bitches tits are out, bro. I was like, "Oh hell no!" I had to show this to him, and we bonded over it and everything. Man, it was good times. But yeah, we started talking about him, and I'm not like, I don't know. I'll try though. So we tried my brother again, and for the third time since me being there, I was there for like 6 months, by the way, and no response or nothing. I had his number and everything. I'm pretty sure he changed it though. And then we were talking about my mom, and uh, my grandma was very intelligent. She was like, "June, I'm older than you, but I will never play down your experiences. I haven't lived your life. I've lived longer than you, sure, but that doesn't mean you're not allowed to feel the way you feel." She's basically trying to say, like, Jaden, a lot of older people are really disrespectful and demand respect, but don't give it to other people. Don't tolerate that. Another thing is too is that they're gonna say you youngins, this and the third, and her husband was like that, but she was like, Jaden, you are your own person. You're going to go through things. Just because I say I've been through this, it's not that bad. Get over it or whatever. No, you are allowed to feel the way you feel. You are allowed to feel that way. You are a person who is going to get upset, who is going to be sad, who is going to cry, want to cry. And she was like, Jaden, I don't care how tough anybody is. My own son, my grandma has 5 kids. Her The one she's probably the closest to, besides I think my aunt, was my dad. And like, your dad is the hardest working man I've ever seen. Got 7 kids, and yeah, he just always tries his best and whatever. Sorry, and that. Uh, and I think he's a great dad. But even I know he probably was never emotionally there for y'all because I mean he would never open up to me. His dad wasn't there for him, you know. And then when he was there, he would only send him money. My dad would ask him for money. That was pretty much the only relationship me and his dad him and his dad had. So my grandma's husband, Vernell, that was pretty much my dad's dad. That wasn't his actual dad, but yeah. So and he's a bro everything in terms of like just old head, bro. He refuses to see things for how they are like now. He's stuck in his ways, bro. The definition of it. Emotionless is just stoic all the damn time and quick temper too. Terrible combination. And my dad probably grew up with him. So that's probably why he had no one to vent to. He had no one to talk to about his feelings and emotions. And after I'm talking about what I'm talking about, I'm gonna get to that too. But yeah, so she was like, Jaden, I think you are a very mature uh you're not a child anymore. You're an adult, but even think you'd probably consider yourself a child. She was like, you're one of the most mature people I've ever talked to, but you still have some experiences to get to. So please don't think, no, don't get a big head. Always make sure you're down to earth. You know, be respectful to anybody as long as you can, bro. Be cordial to people you even hate, and don't always just because you don't like someone, don't always try to start something. I live by those words, by the way. And yeah, so at the table, here we go. At the table, we started talking about her life and my life and like things I wanted to do. And she 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 died. She died right there. I watched my grandmother die. She, I think, choked on something, and she just died. She was in the middle of a sentence, and I literally remember everything. She just died in front of me. Her last words spoken were to me, and I take that shit to heart every single time I think about her. I was the last person to talk to my grandma. Last words she spoke were to me, and it was about the things I wanted to do, my future, how I wanted to better my life, and just make sure my niggas were okay. Like I'm a family man, bro. As much as I hated my family sometimes, because I both of my families are dysfunctional, but I just want my niggas to be okay. But I watched my grandma pass right in front of me, and I remember holding her as she was dying. She just was in the middle of a sentence. She choked, and she just started to fall back. And I remember running down the hall, telling Uncle Shin, something's wrong with Grandma. And then like I went back up there, pop up, trying to wake pop up up, and I remember seeing her on the ground, just laying there, and we called the police, and we had checked her heart, and I think like 10 minutes before the police got there, she was already dead. But they still tried to resuscitate her, and I think right there when right there when I right there when they said that, I went in shock because I thought she was maybe having a stroke. Maybe we could bring her. No, she died that quickly in front of me. If this was 3 months ago, no, if this was 6 months ago, I would not be able to function in talking about this shit right now. So I've come a long way to talk about this, and I'm still almost about to fucking cry. So don't make fun of me. But I went in shock, and it was increasing. Like I've never been in shock before. I've never seen someone else in shock, but I wasn't able to move. I was fully conscious, but I could not talk. I could barely blink. And like they had to get like the officers and one of the medical team on me, and I was literally like in shock. I was I was stuck for like an hour and a half. I could not believe that I just witnessed that. She had went to like a doctor to get checked up a couple days before, completely fine, but maybe she was lying because we heard it from her. And mind you, she had prepared her funeral shit a long time ago, so she knew everything. So I'm almost certain that she knew she was passing soon. So I think that's why like I felt like her words were like really powerful that night. I felt like she had so much purpose and was really trying to inspire me to get my shit together because I don't know what was going on, but I just felt like, yeah, yeah, you're right. And then she just died in front of me. I remember being held by my auntie as they carried me outside and we were sitting on like this bench or something and like they were trying to like resuscitate her and grandma said from her own mouth, if I pass, do not resuscitate me. She is a Christian. She does not want to be resuscitated. She does not want to be revived or anything, reanimated. She does not want that. She wanted to die in peace. She was even talking to me about how I don't want to be here much longer. I'm ready to go. I want to go see God. I'm not really religious. My entire dad's side of the family is religious, honestly. This computer I'm using right now is from my cousin, one of the most religious people I know. But I'm not big on religion. So I went to church, but I've never. No. But that's apparently a Christian thing or something. I don't know. But she was like, no, do not. So like, and Pop Pop, no, Uncle Chin, my uncle, he was trying regardless. And I was sitting there thinking. I mean, I wasn't in the kitchen. I was away from there, and they were like chucking on me, and I couldn't even speak. I was so. And um, my dad, I got there finally, and they had took me in the room that I was staying in, and I was laid on the bed, and my dad came in there and checked on me. I was like, Jade, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you acting like this? He didn't. This is what I mean. My dad is great, but emotionally, no. He could not accept the fact that I was in shock after seeing my grandma die. Um, because it's his mom. His mom just died, and like now he had to check up on his son and deal with the fact that his mom just died. So I'm sorry for that, dad. But how how was a 19-year-old supposed to process his grandmother dying in front of him? How? So he called my mom, and I talked to my mom, and she pretty much had brought up like a past argument we had, and I got so fucking pissed. I was probably the most mad I've ever been. I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" By the way, I think I had gotten out of it finally because I had seen my dad, and I think I like broke out of it or some shit. I don't know. I've never been in shock. I don't know how it works. I just know I don't ever want to do that again. But I had gotten out of the shock, whatever the fuck, because I had seen my dad, and he was like really fucking sad, and he called my mom, and I was trying to like comfort him. I remember laying like this. I remember laying like this, and then I got back up and I like patted my dad on the back. I'm like, Dad, I'm sorry. I was my mom. We were talking, and she was talking about some irrelevant shit, and I got fucking pissed. I was like, I remember my dad was outside, was going towards car or something. I was like, Dad, take the phone. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to her. And I was literally about to fucking call her a couple, like an hour ago, and like just try to make up with her. No. And that was the last thing we talked about. That was the last conversation I had with her for like 2 years or a year, a couple months. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. I hadn't talked to her since like I don't even know, man. It's been so damn long. It was the first time I heard her voice in about a year and a half, and then after it happened, I didn't talk to her for a long time. But uh, I have this. I'm so proud of myself, man. I was expecting to bawl my fucking eyes out, but no, I progressed so much. I couldn't function at the thought of it when it first happened. So this is, bro. I'm barely even crying right now. That's how much I've made progress on. But yeah. So I remember talking to my aunt, both my aunts, uh, and I was like, "Can I stay with y'all? I don't want to stay here." Because I remember after coming back and all the policemen left and they took her body, I remember staring at the chair she died in, and I was just replaying it in my head over and over and over again. And honestly, I was not helping myself, but I was like, um, I was in a trance. I was still processing what happened, and they were like telling me to like move, like get out of there, don't do that. So they took me, and then I went with my aunt, and I've been here ever since. But at the start, like I remember calling my dad the next day, and I was like, Dad, I'm sorry for your loss, because even if she is my grandma, that's your mother, you know. And it's like, yeah, and he actually apologized to me. He was like, I'm sorry, I was insensitive. And I was like, Dad, I'm pretty sure all your kids know you're not emotionally like the greatest person to talk to. And I was like, yeah. And I remember him. He told me he asked his other kids, and they're like, yeah. He asked the older ones, obviously, Ariel and Quisha. And he was like, yeah. They were like, yeah. They don't. You're not really dad. We don't really open up to you about like emotional stuff. We talk to you about some stuff here and there, but in terms of like venting, I mean, you don't do it. We didn't learn it from you, by the way. Everything that I've learned over the years, the reason why I'm so, I guess, I wouldn't say I'm the most mature person in the world, but like people always tell me I'm mature, and I'm like, I don't know, man. Would a mature person make dumb decisions again and again and again? So I don't know, but I learned all of that from pretty much her. Like sometimes I felt like she was more of a mom than my own mom, so that's why it really hit me because I was really starting to like get connected with her. But I might have to cut this up actually. I'm sorry. Um, I'm almost done though. But yeah. So after she passed, it took me a long time to get over it, but I eventually developed like a voice in my head. I'm not schizophrenic or anything, but a voice of reason. And basically, I felt like grandma, she always knew what to do. Like a lot of people went to her to talk about their feelings. She was the community therapist, bro. Even to my dad. And like I eventually developed a voice in my head of her. And I'm like, what would my grandma want me to do here? Like for example, I have a cousin in here, a female cousin. She's like, I think she just turned 18 2 days ago, and she is, I feel like she's a narcissist, insensitive, entitled brat. She's gotten everything she's wanted. She does not understand anything about hardship. Yet she has a big ego. And I remember one time she was like, "I'm gonna like kick you out the house if you do whatever again." I'm like, "Bro, I'm 2, 3 years older than you," and she's talking to me like that. Mind you, she has a big brother, the cousin I was talking about that owns this computer, 22, and she's talking to that nigga like he's his fucking he's her fucking slave. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this bitch? But then I take a step back and I'm like, Grandma, what would I do here? And she's like, no, just ignore her. So that's what I did. And so I think the reason why I didn't even really cry talking about it is because I feel like she's always here now, you know? And I've had people die before that I liked or loved. I had a friend since I known a kid that I went to school with. We actually played football together. That nigga died in a car crash. And school was closed for like a week. I was like, gosh, I think I had a friend that died even before that when I was younger. And I'm just like, it's not maturity. It's just emotional numbness. And then when I see someone acting a fool, I'm just like, if I didn't go through everything that I went through, would I be who I am, you know? If I didn't go with my dad, I wouldn't even be half of the man I am right now. But I mean, am I even a man? I can barely take care of myself. So, I don't know. I'm looking for work now and I'm going to college in the spring back home. But I feel sometimes I failed, you know, failed her. I don't know. But I did it. I talked about it. This was a video idea for 7 months now. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I almost did it on my phone. I recorded it like 6 times. I did it. I'm gonna. This is an hour and 12 minutes. I don't know if I should cut this up. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm posting this. I'm tired of being scared, not post shit. Everyone around me is just do it, do it, do it. And I know my grandma will want me to do it too. So I'm doing it.